Off and racing. Bit of a slow start for Hurricane Highway as he settles in towards the back of the pack. On the outside, Rondon's Grace forwardly placed along with Margin of Air. In between horses, it's Batter Up Bud in spades securing his spot on the rail. Then it's Mr. Roundtree in fifth, followed by Olympic Romp in the red. There's Margin of Air, and at the back there's Modern Era along with Hurricane Highway. Far at the back, it's Margin of Air who has a comfortable one-length advantage over Rondon's Grace. Then moving up into third in the red, there's Margin of Air. There's Mr. Roundtree in third. The opening quarter, 24-1. Margin of Air, Rondon's Grace. Mr. Roundtree tracks in third, 2 lengths off the front runner. Then it's In Spades in fourth, followed by Batter Up Bud. Then back to Olympic Romp. Spielkiss and a long way back. Modern Era and Hurricane Highway has his work cut out for him way at the back as they head down the backstretch. Margin of Air continues to show them the way. Rondon's Grace tracks in second. In Spades is now moved up into third, right to his outside. Mr. Roundtree biding his time in fourth. The half, 48-3. Margin of Air, Rondon's Grace getting a little bit closer as they make their way into the far turn, and Margin of Air now let out a notch. He has a little bit more. He's opening up on Rondon's Grace. Mr. Roundtree under a drive in third. In Spades losing some ground. Then it's a big gap back to Batter Up Bud trying to get in gear as they head through the turn. Margin of Air has been comfortable the entire way under Ruben Silver. Rondon's Grace, his stablemate, looms to the outside. Mr. Roundtree is making his move now as they make their way through the turn. Margin of Air, Rondon's Grace still hanging in second. In Spades coming up the rail. Mr. Roundtree grounding away on the outside. Rondon's Grace is now taken over from Margin of Air, who's fighting on. The stablemates noses apart as they head down the stretch with 16th left to go. Rondon's Grace a narrow advantage. Margin of Air comes right back at him. These two down to the wire, and Rondon's Grace gets the win, followed by Margin of Air, In Spades, and Mr. Roundtree fourth.